All right, we're going to talk about real estate in South Carolina. We're going to talk about key issues and insights for home buyers and investors and why South Carolina might be the place for you to invest in real estate. My name is Jeffrey Graham. I'm the broker and license here at Graham Realty here in Camden, South Carolina, oldest inland city in South Carolina, right here in the middle of the state. If you're interested in reaching out to me, please shoot me an email at jeffrey@grahamrealtyinc.com or give the office a call at 803-432-7370 or check out the website at grahamrealtyinc.com. If you're thinking about the great state of South Carolina, this is where we are. This is what it looks like. We've got I-95. We've got 26, 77, 85, and we are indeed right here in Kershaw in Camden, South Carolina, right off of I-20. So what's going on with market trends here? We are seeing across the nation, we are seeing folks moving to South Carolina. And the market trends show a population growth fueling our housing demand. Interest rates are fluctuating, which has impacted the ability for buyers' affordability. New construction is obviously blooming here in South Carolina. It definitely is in Camden as well as in Kershaw County and across the state. What happens in that and what drives those costs up are cost of sales and cost of products. And so we've seen that market affecting new construction here in our market. For investors, if this is not your first home and you're not choosing to live in South Carolina, tourism, job growth have been a huge part of what's happened to South Carolina. A lot of industries are choosing South Carolina and Camden as their home, which is ultimately increasing the demand for housing. When you look at medium prices, it's important to look at the different price points. So in South Carolina, you can see here on the coast, typically those prices are higher value than medium price. And so this yellow that we're talking about is around the $550. That's the median price. So obviously we have homes that sell for a lot more than that. And then we also have homes that sell for less than $150. But again, if you look at our state, again, this is Kershaw County. We are right here in the middle of Kershaw County here at Graham Realty. But ultimately, this is what's going on across the state. And this is from our National Association of Realtors, which we are proud members of. Property tax and insurance. This is one of the reasons that South Carolina has been a preferred place for people to move to. And so if you're looking at South Carolina, these would be some of the reasons. Low property taxes, which is probably one of the major reasons that folks choose to live here. Here in South Carolina, we have a 4% if it's your primary residence. And then we also have, if you're an investor, that rate is around a 6% of value of the home. And that's based on each county's assessment of your value of your home. Coastal homes, they do have, a lot of times, and even in lakes and other waterways, there could be flood insurance and hurricane insurance, something to consider as you look at South Carolina. We do have hurricanes from time to time, and we have had floods in the past. And so it's just something that we, as realtors, we want to make sure our clients are aware of those problems and challenges that might come up with insuring their home. Also, we have HOAs, but typically here in South Carolina, those HOAs aren't that expensive compared to other places, but these are some of the reasons that people have chosen to live in South Carolina. Cost of living. Here and across the state, we got a couple of cities and towns to consider. And cost of living compared to the national average, again, Charleston, Columbia, Greenville, Hilton Head, Spartanburg, Sumter, Anderson, Beaufort, Camden, and Myrtle Beach. That's a wide variety of different folks across the state in different cities and towns that have had either above in Hilton Heads or below the cost of national average. And so if you're thinking about any of those cities, we would be honored to give you the right agent to help you in that market. And part of that is because of jobs. And so I just got a few here that I'm going to talk about. But strong industries, manufacturing, tourism, healthcare, and tech. This is just a few. There are plenty of industries that are choosing to make South Carolina home. And obviously for us as consumers of those products, but also users, we think it's important that we have those jobs and we are providing not only local service, but worldwide service with some of these huge companies that have chosen to be here and locate in South Carolina. And South Carolina is ranked a work state, and so our employers are able to put people to work here in South Carolina. Real estate investment opportunities. We have from short-term, from VRBOs to Airbnb. They thrive in a lot of the towns across our state. When you talk about Myrtle Beach or Charleston, and even in Camden, we have Airbnbs and VRBOs as well. And so you find that those can be a great investment opportunity if you're looking to invest into real estate. You want to make sure it's one of those markets that does have that kind of activity and that they're allowed in cities and counties that you might choose to do business. Long-term rentals, again, when we talk about bigger cities, sometimes that is a huge demand. College towns can also be one of those places that provides a long-term housing as well. Again, what you're seeing across the state, just like other places, flip opportunities where affordability markets and which ones are more affordable than others. With the North Carolina border, Charlotte, coming into South Carolina, there are a lot of folks that choose that area because of affordability. And so if you're looking to invest, these, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, and other areas in the Midlands could be a great place to buy and make homes move-in ready for not only rentals, but also for new homeowners. New construction communities, again, thinking about new construction versus an older home, a lot less maintenance and lower investment cost as you continue to move forward. So those are a few investment opportunities that exist in our state. And where's the best place to buy? Everybody wants to know, right? What's the best place to buy? And again, if you look at some of the stats that are out there, these are some of the areas in South Carolina that have had the most affordability. Luxury living, on most of that's going to be on your coast. And then city life, we've got great bigger cities here in South Carolina, from Greenville, Columbia to Charleston. And then we have smaller communities like here in Camden that provide you more of that community feel. And so proud to serve this area and other areas across the state. When you look at styles, the best part about South Carolina is if you look at these styles here, they have a lot of character, they have a lot of historical significance, whether it's new construction or it's an old construction. Obviously this house here would be a much newer construction, but it also resembles some of these older homes that could be right here in our backyard. And so, some people say, well, what's that process? What's the home buying process? The first thing we would tell you is, okay, once we know where we want to live, as far as in a geographic area like South Carolina, we would want you to get pre-approved. Getting pre-approved is number one, because we want to make sure that we can find exactly what you want, but we want to make sure it fits inside your budget and it meets the needs of your family. And so we want to make sure that we can do that financially. And so we want to make sure that you've linked up with a great lender. And if we can help with that, please let us know. And we recommend that you work with a realtor. Obviously, we'd love for you to use Graham Realty. We've been serving this community for over 52 years, and we believe having a realtor on your side to make sure the deal works and processes smoothly, we want to be a part of that if you allow us to. But make sure you get a realtor to represent you no matter where you buy in South Carolina or in the United States. And part of that is knowing where you want to be, knowing the area. And realtors are very good at knowing the knowledge, the information, to be able to tell you about areas, neighborhoods, and what's going on in those communities. And it's very important that not only do we do research for you, but you do research as well. The other thing we want to make sure that we know about is the consideration of the HOAs. How much of those fees? Are they monthly? Are they yearly? What does it cover? What does it not cover? Does it have a community pool? Does it not? And we want to make sure that you're protected when it comes to those kind of qualifications and restrictions. And then, once we're able to find that home and we're able to make an offer, we would make an offer and then we would schedule inspections to make sure that we are getting everything that we believe that house is supposed to be. And so we will help you arrange with home inspectors, HVAC inspectors, roofers, all those different components and partners that we have. We would love to share those partners with you if it's something you're looking into. This is just a little bit about what's going on in South Carolina. If you're interested in knowing more about the home buying process, I would love for you to reach out to us. Again, it's Jeffrey Graham at Graham Realty. If you want to scan the QR code, you can do that when you get a chance, or you can give us a call at 803-432-7370. And you can shoot us an email at admin@grahamrealtyinc.com. If you want to click on the web, it's grahamrealtyinc.com. And don't forget, please subscribe to our channel as we continue to try to find information that's important to you as you choose to make South Carolina and possibly Camden home.